Right now, I'm sitting in a soundproof suite eating 24-karat gold-flaked dates and sipping vintage espresso. Meanwhile, 500 feet away on the other side of a reinforced wall, a family of 5 is fighting over a lukewarm $14 Cinnabon and a sticky plastic chair. This airport terminal costs more than most people's vacations, and you're not even allowed to know it exists. But hidden behind the scenes, far away from the crowds, exists a completely different world, a world designed for billionaires, royalty, and the global elite. The first time I stepped into one of these terminals, I genuinely thought I'd walked into the wrong building. It was too quiet, too calm. For a moment, I actually froze. It felt like stepping into a restricted area by accident. Imagine arriving at an airport where you never see a queue, never touch your luggage, and never step inside the main terminal at all. Instead, you're escorted through private gates, greeted by personal staff, and ushered into luxurious suites where every detail is tailored to your comfort. Today, we're stepping inside the secret universe of the world's most exclusive VIP airport terminals, the ones reserved for the top 1%. This isn't just a better flight, it's the ultimate toy for the person who has everything. It's an engineering marvel designed to solve the one problem money usually can't: the friction of existing in the same space as everyone else. These private terminals are not just upgraded lounges, they are entirely separate buildings, often hidden from public view, designed to offer absolute privacy, security, and convenience. And this is where it hit me. This wasn't just luxury. It was a completely different universe. I remember handing over my passport and expecting instructions, but the staff just smiled and said, "We'll take care of everything." I felt weirdly guilty watching someone else handle my bags. But I didn't stop them. For the ultra-wealthy, time is the ultimate luxury, and these terminals eliminate every inconvenience of commercial travel. From private immigration counters to chauffeur-driven transfers directly to the aircraft, they're used by celebrities avoiding paparazzi, CEOs who can't afford delays, and high-profile individuals who require discreet movement across borders. Some of the most iconic VIP terminals in the world have become legends in their own right. At Los Angeles International Airport, the private suite, known simply as PS, offers a level of exclusivity unmatched in the United States. Guests are welcomed into private bungalows, assigned personal assistants, and guided through security screenings without ever encountering another traveler. When they closed the suite door behind me, the airport noise disappeared instantly, like someone muted the world. That was the moment I thought, okay, this is actually insane. In Dubai, the VIP terminal feels more like a royal palace than an airport, complete with gold accents, gourmet dining, and a level of service that borders on regal. They handed me a tiny cup of Arabic coffee, and honestly, it felt like they were welcoming royalty, not a random traveler like me. That small gesture told me everything about their hospitality. Then there's the Windsor by Heathrow. They recently dropped over £3 million on a massive rebrand, so now you're basically sitting in a high-security art gallery surrounded by Andy Warhol and Banksy originals while a butler handles your bags. It's less of an airport terminal and more of a heist movie set. It brings a level of British sophistication that makes you feel like you're shopping inside a palace, mostly because Harrods staff will literally bring luxury items directly to your private suite. At this point, I genuinely wondered if I was still in an airport or inside some billionaire simulation. Even in Doha, Qatar's Al Safwa lounge blurs the line between a terminal and a museum, with soaring architecture, spa suites, and private bedrooms for long layovers. Walking through that lounge felt more like entering a museum. I actually slowed down just to take it all in. It's beautiful, sure, but there's a weird tension in the air. It's so quiet that you feel like a criminal just for opening a bag of chips. In a normal terminal, you're just a number. Here, you're a specimen under a microscope. It's the only place on Earth where luxury feels like a high-stakes test of how well you can pretend to be a billionaire. The journey through these terminals is designed to be effortless from the moment you arrive. A chauffeur pulls into a private entrance where staff immediately take your luggage and handle your passport. I instinctively reached for my bags out of habit, and the staff gently laughed. No, we've got it. Inside, you're escorted to a private suite filled with gourmet food, fine wines, and amenities ranging from spa treatments to nap rooms. I'm not usually a caviar person, but when someone offers you 3 types to compare, you say yes, and honestly, it surprised me. For a second, I caught myself pretending I knew what I was talking about, like I suddenly became a caviar critic. Security and immigration are completed quietly in the background, often without the traveler needing to move. It felt strange walking through security alone. No lines, no trays, no rush. It was so empty it almost felt like I was doing something wrong. When it's time to board, a luxury car, sometimes a BMW, sometimes a Rolls-Royce, drives you directly to the aircraft, bypassing the terminal entirely. Rolling across the runway in a luxury car felt almost illegal, like I was breaking airport rules in style. I looked out the tinted window and saw a 747 full of people staring down at our car, probably wondering which dictator or pop star was inside. I felt like a glitch in the Matrix. Total strangers were literally waiting for me to board so they could finally go home. And yet, I was the only one not stressed about the time. You step onto the plane through a private staircase, often without any other passengers noticing. I kept waiting for someone to stop me, like, "Sir, this is for important people only." Be honest, if you were the one in that car, would you feel guilty, or would you just pour another glass of champagne and enjoy the view? Let me know in the comments. The luxury services offered inside these terminals go far beyond comfort. Some provide caviar tastings and rare vintage wines. Others offer private art galleries, personal stylists, or even medical professionals on standby. In certain Middle Eastern terminals, guests can relax in prayer rooms or enjoy traditional hospitality rituals. Everything is designed to create a sense of calm and exclusivity, a stark contrast to the stress most travelers associate with airports. Some terminals are even experimenting with zero-G relaxation pods, futuristic chairs that tilt your body into a near-weightless position to reduce pressure on your spine and improve circulation. The moment I sat in one, it felt like my entire body exhaled. It's the kind of comfort that makes you forget you're in an airport at all. Even the design of these terminals is engineered to reduce travel fatigue. Soft, warm lighting replaces the harsh fluorescent glare you find in normal airports. Neutral colors, beige, gold, deep blues, are chosen specifically because they calm the nervous system. High ceilings, natural materials, and quiet water features create a sense of space that makes your brain relax without you even noticing. It's airport design turned into psychology. Of course, this level of luxury comes at a price. And just when I thought it couldn't get more extreme, the price tag proved me wrong. A single visit to PS at LAX can cost anywhere from $4,000 to over $12,000 depending on the suite. To put that into perspective, that's what the average traveler spends on an entire vacation, flights, hotel, food, everything, all for a service that lasts a couple of hours. It's like paying for a 5-star holiday just to skip the airport. Let's be real, for $12,000, that suite isn't just convenient. For that price, I expect the staff to solve my personal problems and tell me I'm their favorite human. You're not paying for a room. You're paying to buy back the 3 hours of your life that the TSA usually steals. It's $66 a minute for the privilege of being treated like you matter. When I first saw the price, I thought it was insane, but after experiencing it, I understood why people pay. Heathrow's VIP service ranges between £3,000 and £4,500 per group. Some terminals, like Dubai's Royal Terminal, are so exclusive that money alone isn't enough. Access is by invitation only. For the elite, these costs are justified by the time saved, the privacy guaranteed, and the seamless experience that eliminates every inconvenience of commercial travel. So who actually uses these terminals? While names are never disclosed, the categories are clear. Hollywood A-listers rely on them to avoid paparazzi. I once sat in a suite where a celebrity was in the room next door, and no one even whispered about it. Billionaires and tech founders use them to protect their privacy and maintain tight schedules. Royal families and diplomats depend on them for security. High-profile athletes, musicians, and business leaders use them to travel discreetly. For many, these terminals are not a luxury but a necessity. Looking ahead, the future of VIP travel is set to become even more advanced. We're already seeing the rise of biometric boarding, AI-powered concierge services, and ultra-luxury sky suites that blur the line between private jet travel and commercial aviation. After seeing how seamless today's terminals are, I can only imagine what the next decade will look like. Some airports are even exploring the idea of fully private micro-terminals for individuals or families, creating a new tier of exclusivity for the world's wealthiest travelers. In the end, These VIP terminals represent more than just luxury. They symbolize a different way of moving through the world. While most travelers navigate crowded terminals and long security lines, a select few experience airports as sanctuaries of calm, privacy, and indulgence. The next time you're waiting at a busy gate, remember that somewhere nearby, someone is sipping champagne in a private suite, boarding their flight without ever stepping into the terminal. At the end of the day, these terminals aren't just about comfy chairs. They are about the fact that money can literally buy you a different reality. The next time you're stuck in a 2-hour security line, just remember, someone a few hundred feet away is being driven to their plane in a Rolls-Royce because they paid to skip the human experience. So, be honest, if you had the $12,000, would you pay it to never see a TSA agent again? Or has the world just gone a little too far? Whether you think it's too far or the ultimate goal, you can't deny the vision it takes to build a world this exclusive. At Explore Billionaires Toys, we don't just show you the gold-flaked dates. We narrate the lifestyle and the passion that makes these toys possible. Because every rare collectible and every secret terminal speaks to a life well lived. Our mission is simple. We don't just exhibit luxury, we live the billionaire's dream and tell a story. Our mission is to narrate the lifestyle, the vision, and the passion behind every billionaire's toy. We believe in tell and narrate, don't just show, because every toy deserves a voice, and every rare collectible speaks to a life well lived. The original, human research stories we narrate here aren't found anywhere else on YouTube or social media. That is our brand guarantee. They are crafted by humans to inspire, captivate, and elevate your imagination.